Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look again on the euro currency. So today actually we for update need only intraday charts because on a daily chart we don't have any significant changes. So yesterday we said that, well, in general, based on overall placement of the market, where the other market stands, particularly speaking, the dollar index, the 10-year bonds, it seems that it would be better to wait for at least minor bounce. But at the same time, we have agreed to apply softer rules for long entry. Despite that market is overbought, we see that the recent action and current action actually has the really support from the real cash flows that's coming to the Europe, and that explains why market stands constantly in the overbought area on the monthly chart. So now you can see on the daily chart, indeed something starts forming. So it's kind of the currently it's difficult to say what it is, but at least the black candle, first black candle after the 2 weeks of the upward action starts to appearing. So on the fall time frame chart, we already talked about is that market stands around target cluster, and that might become the reason for possible retracement. But at the same time, we said that we should not hope for very deep retracement. In particular speaking, market at any case has to stay above the 1450 because otherwise this tendency that we are trading right now will be broken. So if we will see the signs that it's ready to break, so if, for example, if market will drop below 116, it's already will be some negative sign for this tendency. It doesn't mean that overall bullish context will be broken, but since we're going with this particular tendency where we're trading it based on actually its own scale and shape. So that's why the first level that we agreed to consider stands around 1730, 1740. We talked about this yesterday, but also we have to pay attention to this 1685 area. This is the next support area that probably might be considered. In general, generally speaking, we prefer to see that market stands above the previous top. So actually, if you consider how this action was developing, you can see it was here. In fact, retracement market then retested this area, pulled back. So, and we would like to see it once again, so that somewhere around the 50% support, maybe 1630, this market stands above it. That will be just perfect scenario. But depending on what really situation will be, we will make an adjustments on the plan. On the fall time frame chart, what we have is actually divergence, minor, small divergence. Here stands. And by the way, I don't know what the degree of the reliability of this divergence is very small. This market noted some strong resistance area. So, but it suggests that market should drop somewhere below, right, somewhere to the 117 area. So on the hourly chart, this particular picture that we're interested with. Yesterday we said that let's stay focused first on this cluster, support cluster, because market in recent time shows very small retracements. Here also you can see some cascade of the divergences right here. It's probably right down. But this is not actually our primary pattern. The primary situation stands right here. So now we have minor and kind of the hand and shoulders on top. Based on this pattern, the first destination point will be around first support area, as we said, 1737, 1740. And it's also, let's take a look, natural support resistance line of the previous kind of the triangle consolidation. Next one will be the confluence around 1685. So for now, I think that's the scenario that we could keep an eye on. So once market will appear around the support area, we will make the decision. So in fact, by this action, we should get the kind of the Gartley steeple to buy. So minor bounce has good chances to happen here, and that should be probably relatively safe, trying to make an attempt for long entry, just to not miss the chance for moving stops break even as soon as possible, as soon as market will show the pullback here. That in towards the short-term plan. So let's keep watching and see what will happen.